Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this production of Social Studies Explorer. Today's episode, the Second Continental Congress. We begin on the top of this page with a graphic organizer, kind of going through the events of 1775. And if you notice, there's a worksheet in this packet that'll include some events that you should put in order. You won't have to turn them in, but it'll kind of help you see the process that goes through. And notice that our Declaration of Independence isn't until 1776. So all of these events are taking place before the formal Declaration of Independence. And in many cases, a full year. Some words: revolution, the overthrow of one government and its replacement with another. Independence, gaining freedom from another country. Militia, units of soldiers that began in towns and villages. And a petition, a written request or complaint to an authority. Finally, mercenary, a soldier who works for pay in the army of a foreign government, which there were quite a few in the American Revolution. Your first step is to pause the video. What do you know about the American Revolution? What do you want to know? And you probably would leave the L blank for now. So if you go ahead and fill that out after you pause the video, and then unpause the video when you're ready. You may pause the video now. Welcome back. Let's move a little forward. We have a few mystery sources here. They came 3,000 miles and died to keep the pest upon its throne. Unheard beyond the ocean tide, their English mother made her moan. April 19th, 1775. So let's go back and look at the events. What happened on April 19th? Actually, nothing is listed there. But it's at the point where we're mobilizing soldiers, and before Ethan Allen has taken Fort Ticonderoga. Scroll back down here. Major Pitcairn, fatally wounded while rallying the Royal Marines at the Battle of Bunker Hill, was carried from the field to the boats on the back of his son, who kissed him and returned to duty. Died June 1775, and his body was interred beneath this church. So you can see that we have poems, and we also have what probably is listed on the burial vault, as it was common in those days to actually inter people beneath the church. You can see an image of what it might have looked like, Ethan Allen and Captain de la Place. One of the things you're going to be doing today is the Battle of Bunker Hill. You'll be researching what happened, where, who was involved, when, how and why did it happen. And don't just write down where of Bunker Hill, because you might find something interesting there. See a map of Boston. And you can see that Bunker Hill is up here. There's Breeds Hill. There's the city of Boston, all surrounding Boston Harbor. Primary source number 2. Attached to your Majesty's person, family, and government, with all devotion that principle and affection can inspire, connected with Great Britain by the strongest ties that can unite societies, and deploring every event that tends in any degree to weaken them, we solemnly assure your Majesty that we not only most adherently desire the former harmony between her and the colonies may be restored, but that a concord may be established between them upon so firm a basis as to perpetuate its blessings, uninterrupted by any future dissensions, to succeeding generations in both countries. And that's from the Olive Branch petition. At this point, we're still not officially saying, yep, we want to be our own country. The majority of adherent or residents and colonists probably would have said, you know what, we're cool if we can just work things out. I have a few lines here from the Declaration of Independence. The arms we have compelled by our enemies to assume, we will, in defiance of every hazard, with unabating firmness and perseverance, employ for the preservation of our liberties, being with one mind resolved to die freemen rather than to live slaves. What do you think that means? And then a second one, our cause is just. Our union is perfect. Our internal resources are great. And if necessary, foreign assistance is undoubtedly attainable. So, what does that mean? And you're going to notice that in your packets that you were given, you have the Battle of Bunker Hill page, and you also have from the Declaration of the Causes and Necessity of Taking Up Arms in July of 1775 on the paper. And I want you to write down what those mean. The Bunker Hill portion will be found in a Google form. The other parts are for your practice and furthering your knowledge. At this point, you may return to the Google Classroom to complete the assignment. Hope you have a minute. Gizigad, Minwa, Bamapi.